Hey everyone, this is Matt with EC Hipstar Games and the MTG Money YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title, I bought a commander deck for about $3,000. I also bought about $7,000 in other cards from the same player. So we're going to go through the commander deck as I'm unsleeving it from the perfect fits that was in. You're going to have the opportunity to purchase those up until this coming Tuesday. At 10% off TCG low. Just hit me up via social media or via email. And if you want to sell to me too, go ahead and just hit me up at those same places, and hopefully we can make a deal. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the cards and see exactly what I bought. Hey guys, so like I said, I bought a $3,000 deck here, and I'm just going to go through. I've got to de-sleeve it because it's all in perfect fits. So to actually get an accurate grade on each of these cards, I'm needing to de-sleeve each of them. And as I do that, I'm just going to kind of walk through it and then put the whole thing up for sale. And I'll probably leave it up for sale until, let's say, Tuesday to give anybody that sees this first crack at the cards. And remember that they will all be 10% off TCGPlayer low price. So just contact me either via Twitter. You can hit me up in the comments of this video, or always email me at echipstar@gmail.com. And I will put a link to all of that in the show notes here. And if you're looking to sell your cards to me, same deal. Just hit me up on Twitter at echipstar or via email at echipstar@gmail.com. So to start off here, we've got a Golos. And I did do a few of these. I unsleeved them and had some technical difficulties, so got a little jump on the first few here. Golos got a little nick on the side there. Still going to call that near mint with just the one nick. We've got a Stomping Ground from Ravnica Allegiance, and if you can see here, there's actually some edge wear, probably from being put in the perfect fit, I would imagine. And it's on both sides, so we're actually going to call that one moderately played. We've got a World Tree from Kaldheim. That is near mint. That's perfect. We've got a Japanese, I think it's Nyx Bloom Ancient, I want to say. The one that triples all mana. And that is perfect. We have a Steam Vents from Return to Ravnica. And just a little bit of chipping right on the bottom here. Really only one spot, so we're going to call that near mint. And we have a foil Zendikar Rising Swamp. It's got the curl that all of them have, but otherwise it is perfect. Same with this Command Tower, full art foil from Commander Legends. Also curled, but nothing we can do there. And those will flatten out. I generally put all of these foils in a big stack and put a bunch of weight on top of them, and it pretty much flattens them out as much as possible. Another Zendikar Rising foil Swamp. Chromatic Lantern from Guilds of Ravnica. It's just a little speck, and that is near mint. We have a Showcase Zagoth Triome. Wow. That one's near mint. We've got the Phyrexian Vorinclex from Kaldheim, and that one is near mint. And then we've got a Bloodstained Mire from Khans of Tarkir. A little chipping up near the top there. And just a little wear along the bottom. And that one is actually probably from the perfect fit. And one of the things, I don't actually like perfect fits myself, because if you get any like finger oils or dirt in them, it doesn't come out unless you're swapping them out frequently. But a lot of people put their perfect fits, or put their cards in perfect fits and leave them assuming that they're fine, when in reality it might be making your card worse than if you just put it in sleeves and re-sleeved it every once in a while. Obviously, if you do that, you have to make sure you're watching for chipping, like hitting the edges as putting them in the sleeves. So neither method is real perfect, but personal preference, I'm not a big fan of perfect fits. Zendikar Rising Plains foil, that's near mint. Time Stretch from Odyssey here. It's pretty neat. Let's see, I don't see anything. Oh, a little bit of scuffing back there, and a little bit of wear along the bottom. We'll call that one LP. Torment of Hailfire. From Mystery Booster The List. And we've got a pretty good sized chip on the side there. Nothing else really wrong, but we're going to call that one LP. And if you've noticed, I do grade fairly hard. I don't ever want a buyer to come back and say that they didn't get what they paid for. So I tend to err on the side of grading hard, and if I lose a little money that way, that is just the way it is. I've got Deadly Relic from Commander 2020, near mint. We've got a foil Wasteland from the Zendikar Rising Expeditions. That looks great. The spec. And here it looks like a foil showcase in Dothatrium. Yep. And that looks wonderful. And if you're wondering, all of these foil cards that I'm setting aside, or well, that I'm grading into piles here, those are all going to get sleeved into penny sleeves once I finish up. I just didn't think everybody needed to watch that as I do it. We've got an Overgrown Tomb from Guilds of Ravnica. That is near mint. Got a full art foil mountain from Double Masters. Looks great. Full art foil Turntimber Symbiosis from Zendikar Rising. Looking great. We've got Croxa. Little speck of paper or something. That looks good. I would say near mint there. And we've got a Japanese Misty Rainforest from the original Zendikar. Little chip on the side there. And pretty good chip up there. I'm going to call that LP because of that chip mostly. And Mana Drain. Looking pretty good. There is a little, just barely a scuff up there. Could have been even from the pack, but we're going to call that one near mint because there is only the one spot that isn't of issue. And we've got Nicol Bolas, God Pharaoh. It's got some chipping along the sides there. I think that's enough that we're going to call that LP. Got a full art foil Shark Typhoon. That looks great. Got a Godless Shrine from Guild Pact. That looks really good. There's just one tiny chip there, but that's enough that we will call that near mint. And if you're wondering how I grade specifically, Savai Triome Full Art Showcase Foil, or I guess it's a Showcase Foil. We'll get this Howling Fountain out of the way, and then we'll go back into the grading. Oh, that looks great. Little hair there. Thought it might be a scratch, but it's not. Full art foil Island from Double Masters. Yeah, if you're wondering how the grading works, usually I'll do like 2, possibly 3 chips to keep it in near mint, depending on the size. If it's too big of a chip, even if it's only 1, sometimes I'll knock it down to lightly played. Really just depends on the severity of it. And we've got a Jace Unraveler of Secrets, San Diego Comic-Con foil. That's near mint. This was a super cool deck, by the way. I mean, like you can see in the title that was a $3,000 deck, and it is worth every bit of it because this guy put a lot of money into it. We've got a Rogan Triome Showcase non-foil. But I mean, a lot of special art stuff. Just a lot of neat stuff in this one. We've got a Breeding Pool from Ravnica Allegiance. That's near mint. Okay, we've got a full art foil Emergent Ultimatum. Near mint for that one. Ooh, looks like a full art foil. Yeah, full art foil Noble Hierarch from Double Masters. Near mint. This is a foil Fabled Passage from Core 21 here. No issues there, just a tiny little speck on the side there. So near mint for that one. We have a Field of the Dead from M20. It's good, tiny little chip there. And like I said, these are all for sale, kind of exclusive to Twitter and YouTube followers or anybody that sees this in the meantime. Before I put them actually on sale, it'll probably be Wednesday morning, I guess. So we've got a Phyrexian Obliterator from Mystery Booster, the list, near mint. And that's actually one of the reasons that I'm kind of calling out the imperfections as I grade here. If you do decide to buy them, again at that 10% discount from TCGPlayer low, I want you to know what you're actually buying. So there we go. So we've got Valky and Tybalt from Kaldheim, near mint for that one. And we've got Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger from New Phyrexia. And that one's near mint, looking good. Got a Full Art Foil Heroic Intervention from Core 21. Little scuffing along the edge there, probably just from being put in a sleeve. I think that's enough that we're still going to call it near mint. And we've got a Blood Crypt, Ravnica Allegiance, little chip on the side. That'll go near mint. And we've got a Full Art Non-Foil Exploration from Double Masters. That is perfect. And we've got a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. That looks great. Full Art Foil Genesis Ultimatum. Looking awesome. We've got a Wrath of God from Double Masters. Near mint for that one. Flooded Strand from Cons of Tarkir. We'll just chip on the top there, chip on the side. Oh, and that is a tough one. A little bit of chipping over here. I think we're going to go LP with that one. We've got a Bosaiju who shelters all. I almost butchered the name on that one. Near mint for that one, though. Here we've got a Toxic Deluge from Double Masters. That looks great. This one we've got a Coma Cosmo Serpent Showcase Foil. And that is in perfect shape. Got a Zendikar Rising Full Art Foil Forest. Here we've got a non-foil Apex Devastator. And that looks perfect. So much Cascade on that card. And we've got a Zendikar Rising Full Art, or I guess it's a Zendikar Rising Expedition Prismatic Vista. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And we've got Omniscience. Looking great. Near mint for that. Core 19 Omniscience. And we've got a Foil Mana Reflection from Double Masters. That is near mint. And a Finale of Devastation. War of the Spark, obviously. Near mint there. Got Cold Bolus, the Ravager from Core 19. Just a little bit of chipping around the edges here, so we're going to call that one LP. And we've got a Strip Mine Foil from Zendikar Rising Expedition. That one's near mint. Here's our boy Uro, banned in all formats, almost all formats. That one, good shape though. Near mint there. And we've got a foil showcase Catchery Triome. Near mint. And a Zendikar Rising foil luxury suite. Near mint for that. Mirari's Wake from Conspiracy. A little bit of wear right there. Probably from a sleeve, but that is it. So call that one near mint. Here we've got a non-foil Zendikar Rising Expedition Bountiful Promenade. Promenade? I don't know. Whatever. Got that, I think. Just a little something that got in that perfect fit, but came right off and didn't leave a mark. So near mint for that one. And we've got a full art non-foil Vault of Champions from Commander Legends. I'm going to start a new pile for the near mint here. Because with all of those pringly foils, it's starting to want to slip and tip, and I don't want it to do that. We've got Asika, God of the Tree, and Prismatic Bridge. That is a showcase foil, and that looks awesome. I'm actually just going to leave that side up because that looks sweet. And we've got a non-foil full art Lithoform Engine, near mint. We've got Teferi, Master of Time. Card 281, whichever variant of it that might be. And that looks near mint, just the tiniest bit of edgeware from probably going in a sleeve right there, but barely even detectable. And we've got Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. A couple little baby chips up there. That is it though, so we're going to call that near mint. Like full art Double Masters Island. Near mint there. We got Liliana Dreadhorde General from War of the Spark. That is near mint. And this one. This was the big thing in the whole set. It's a foil Renin 6 from Modern Horizons 1. Baby little chip there. And this one, just because of the price, I'm kind of double checking to make sure there's no wear from that perfect fit. And it does look very good from what I can see here. I don't really see any issue with it. So I think we can call that one near mint. Alright, we've got a Cyclonic Rift from Return to Ravnica. And really just the one chip on top there. Then we've got a full art foil Chromatic Orrery. That looks fantastic. Full art non-foil Terror of the Peaks. Just a baby chip on top there. We've got Mothra, Supersonic Queen, which is a variant of Luminous Broodmoth from Ikoria. That looks great, and it is foil. We've got a foil full art Grim Tutor. That looks awesome too. Got a land tax from Double Masters. That's near mint. We have a full art. A foil Zendikar Rising Expedition Scalding Tarn. A Force of Will from Double Masters. That looks untouched. And just so you know, there isn't any like bending from like riffle shuffling or anything. The player that I bought these from was kind of stepping away from the game for a while and put a bunch of money into these new sets and really found out that he didn't have time to play, so I decided to get out of them for a good price. we've got a full art Ugin the Spirit Dragon, full art foil Ugin the Spirit Dragon, near mint. A Zendikar Rising Expedition foil Wooded Foothills. That is a mouthful every time I say that. Near mint for that one. A Deflecting SWAT from Commander 2020, near mint. A Sword of Feast and Famine from Double Masters. Near mint there, I believe. A little something. Yeah, just a little something in that perfect fit again. I feel like I'm really dogging on perfect fits, but just so easy for them to get dirt or something in them. And all right, Smothering Tide from Ravnica Allegiance, near mint. Got a full art foil Jace the Mind Sculptor from Double Masters. That looks great. Let's see. Cavern of Souls from Zendikar Rising Expedition. That is a non-foil. And we've got a full art, I believe it's foil. Nope, that is a full art non-foil Hull Breacher. Also near mint. Here we've got a Thrasios Triton Hero. That is the gold etching from Commander Legends. And that is near mint. Karn Liberated from Double Masters. That looks great. A Doubling Season full art foil from Double Masters. Looking fantastic. Got a Dockside Extortionist from Commander 19. That looks good. Getting towards the end here. Got a Fierce Guardianship. And that looks good. Just a little chip on the side there. We're still going to call that near mint. And we've got a Force of Negation from Modern Horizons 1. Just a couple tiny little edge chips there. And Pact of Negation from Mystery Booster The List. That's near mint. I would imagine that card's probably gone down too with Time Spiral Remastered coming out. Got a full art foil Avacyn Angel of Hope from Double Masters. That looks fantastic. I almost feel like I should keep that one for my Angel Commander deck, but we'll see if it sells. We've got Ghidorah, King of the Cosmos, full art foil, or just little schmutz or something. Nice thing about that stuff is it wipes right off, but they have not been in the perfect fits for very long, because a lot of these cards are fairly new. Over the course of a couple of years, if somebody's playing the same deck, some of that stuff can stay on there and kind of scratch cards up. So we've got a Zendikar Rising Expedition foil Arid Mesa, near mint. And we've got a regular border Great Henge. Just a baby chip on top there. That is it, though. And we've got a Mox Opal from Double Masters. Looking very good. A full art Blightsteel Colossus from Double Masters. That looks perfect. And last but not least is Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. Couple chips on top. But oh, and actually you can't hardly see it, but there's a little bit of like dirt and wear. But there's actually just a little, maybe 1/8 inch scratch right here. That you can really only see in the right light, but we're going to call that LP because of those chips and that scratch on the back. There is a little bit of that kind of like dirt from the perfect fits or whatever. That would come off if we want to take the time to do it. But that scratch, that's not going to come off. So there we are. Alright, guys. So, thanks for watching. Like I said, if you wanted to buy any of this at 10% off TCG Low up until, we'll say, 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, excuse me, hit me up at ECHipstar on Twitter or at ECHipstar@gmail.com. And we can set something up. And if you want to sell your own collection or singles or bulk or anything like that, hit me up at those same places, and hopefully we can get you a good price on some cards. So thank you for watching. Join me on the next MTG Money. Should have one coming out later this week. So I will see you then.